Hey guys, what's going on? It's Rekt Capital. Welcome back to the channel. It's worth paying attention to the channel because last week we spoke about whether Bitcoin will be dropping. Will Bitcoin drop again? Because we reached a resistance area. And since then, we've of course broken down. We've rejected from this historical area of supply. This is where sellers tend to sell, and sell they did. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't for more videos like this in the future, because we're going to be focusing on what Bitcoin could do next. Is there some more downside yet to experience? Because we've seen a breakdown, a crash, and a post breakdown relief rally into a very key level of support. But now this area is turning into a resistance, so we're seeing rejection in Bitcoin's price to lower levels. And the question here is, will we see further downside going forward? At this point in time, it's really important to just emphasize risk management, which is why I want to talk to you guys very briefly about my 5-star risk management course, where you'll learn how to time your exposure to Bitcoin, to altcoins, just circulating between these, when it's good to risk seek and when it's good to risk avoid. This course will teach you and guide you how to develop your own personal risk management strategy, which trades suit you the best when it comes to your personal trading style and your risk tolerance approach as well. There are so many valuable things that this course will teach you, so definitely check it out in the link to the description down below, because capital preservation is a strategy and a means in of itself. Because a few weeks back, we were looking into profit maximization. Altcoins and Bitcoin were popping off. That's when you could have made the most money, the biggest bang for your buck. But now we're entering a market phase where it's all about capital preservation. Having that ammo for when an opportunity presents itself. And an opportunity will present itself for accumulation going forward for both Bitcoin and Ethereum and other altcoins as well. So it's very important to just be prepared for that through the lens of risk management, because it is risk management that will help you survive in the market. And this course will save you thousands of dollars, as well as countless hours of trying to figure out this risk management by yourself. So feel free to check out the course in the link to the description down below. Let's talk about this recent rejection from Bitcoin, because we have rejected from 10,800. And this is now an interesting situation, because Bitcoin tends to form ranges after each halving. After a range breakout, Bitcoin forms a sideways range above that previous breakout range. So it's just important to bear in mind that we could see a historically recurring theme manifest itself into price. So the way this could potentially look is a range between 9,650 to 10,800. And at the moment, based on the tweet that I tweeted a few weeks back, September 10th to be exact, you can notice how this is slowly turning into a reality. Will we see consolidation at this point? It's really important to understand that this post-halving range high is the bottom of that range. It's very difficult to say where the top of this range might be, but it does look like this 10,800 level is a point of rejection for Bitcoin, so we could see Bitcoin meander within this sort of range going forward. So it's just interesting to me that we could see some relief rallying going on as far as into 10,800, but we could see a rejection back towards 9,650. That's still a possibility for Bitcoin going forward. But at the same time, here's an interesting perspective. There's a lot going on this chart, but the most important thing to bear in mind is that this is an area of previous resistance. This is an area of previous resistance. So here we have rejection, 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 but now we're actually keeping this area as a support. So we are sandwiched between two historical order blocks, one that is currently figuring as a support and one that is still figuring as a resistance, right? Because rejection, rejection, now we saw a rejection from there, and now we're keeping the support. So potentially sandwiched in between this area. So as long as this region over here is going to continue figuring as a support, we might not even see the 9,650 level. That's something to be open to, because this is a support area. We've broken past this area, pulling back to turn it into a support. So that's what's happening at the moment. Let's see how this support figures. So if this support can't hold, we're probably going to see this scenario play out perfectly with 9,650 being the CME gap that needs to be filled. So two scenarios here at the moment. This support area is holding nicely so far. Let's see how the support area holds going into the end of this week. This is a scenario that I'm still keeping in mind because the CME gap is at 9650. It is the range high of this post-halving range, so very confluent area. Very confluent area. So it's very important to see how this support area is going to hold and whether or not we're going to see that CME gap fill going forward. But a relief rally could be on the horizon after this recent rejection to 10,100, and after that relief rally we could see yet another pullback for Bitcoin. So that's about it for today's video update. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please consider dropping a like if you enjoyed the video, and of course subscribe to the channel for more videos like this in the future. I'm Rekt Capital, and I'll speak to you in the next one. Speak soon.